na bulgar na ang kahinaan, kabagalan, kawalan ng aksyon tungkol sa housing program ng ating gobyerno. At talagang binakbakan, ginisa ni Senador Rapi Tulfo ang mga opisyalis ng DSSUD, Department of Housing, Settlement, Urban Development, isa hong departamento na nakatutok sa housing program ng gobyerno. Pakinggan natin po ang mga paliwanag ng mga opisyal at ang pagtatanong ni Senador Rapi Tulfo.
Senior Yusek.
Yes.
Yusek Pakis.
Yes, Your
ma'am.
Honor.
You may proceed, ma'am.
With all due respect, Your Honor, the
Joseph
BF
Patis.
Parañaque BF Resort Homeowners Association is a decision rendered by the HSAC. That decision apparently became final and executory, wherein which HSAC issued a writ of execution.
Yan po siya.
And that incident that you were specifically referring to, where a security guard died, it was an execution of the decision of HSAC at
Ayan,
that
pakinggan
day.
po natin ha.
So it was HSAC. There is an interplay of jurisdiction insofar as HSAC and DSUD is concerned.
What is HSAC, Ms. Pakis?
The Adjudicatory Commission, Human Settlements Adjudicatory Commission, Your Honor,
So they are the ones who
adjudicates or who has jurisdiction in litigious cases insofar as real
And-
estate and
right,
homeowners
and the decision
associations are
of the
concerned.
HSAC is to install the previous president as opposed to
By
the new.
via execution, via issuance of the writ of execution, the sheriff of HSAC went to BF Resort to execute the writ, Your Honor. And then I think, I don't know, I don't have personal knowledge because, HSAC is independent from DSUD. Although it is attached to DSUD, the adjudicatory nature of HSAC is
Ang
separate from
agency, ano?
DSUD.
But yeah, I know, but the decision of the Supreme Court was long been decided. Ang action nyo kasi, ang nangyari kasi, Ms. Pakis, not only this time, but also there were several instances na matagal na may desisyon ang korte and ang tagal nyong kumilos, kaya nga yung iba sa kanila pupunta sa office ko, pupunta sa programa ko para ipa-execute, nagkakagulo na, nagkaaway-away na. And yet, mabagal kay kumilos. Yun yung point dun eh. You wait until na talagang dumating sa boiling point and then yun, nagkakaroon ng sakitan. Pero kung early on, you acted on that decision by the court, pina-implement yun agad. Wala pa kay enforcement group.
But Your Honor, that is the procedural remedy. Once an administrative case has been filed in an administrative agency, the complainant or the parties has the option to go to regular courts on appeal or certiorari instances. In this case, when the HSAC Commission rendered a decision, the parties went to the Supreme Court. So we have to wait for the finality of that appeal before we could issue a writ of execution. It's not because we're matagal, but it's because we have to follow the process.
So, dito sa BF Home Parañaque, kailan po lumabas yung decision ng Supreme Court na ordering the new one, the old OWA president to be installed?
Your Honor, I really don't have personal knowledge. As I have stated before, I am from DSUD, and HSAC is a separate entity created also by 11201, although attached to DSUD. I think it would have been better if you have invited someone from HSAC also.
Kaya nga, so sabi mo, wala kang personal knowledge. Ganun ang palaging sinasabi pag pinapunta namin sa hearing,
Yes.
yung mga concerned agencies, you always said, I don't have personal knowledge. Now, you should be ready for that question kasi alam mo naman kung ano nangyari ngayon sa mga subdivisions and units. In fact, marami pa akong questions na every single day, may pupunta even while we speak right now. May mga nakapila doon, Mr. Chair, nireklamo yung DSUD. Totoo yan. Pila-pila, meron yung hindi nyo chinecheck kung yung isang subdivision, nagpipreselling kung meron talaga silang license to sell. Nakapagbayad na yung mga OFWs, they paid everything, and then pagdating ng araw na kukunin na lang unit, hindi nagagawa at puro talahib pa rin. And dapat yun na mamonitor ng DSUD. Wala eh. Meron pa yung pagdating nung buyer, Mr. Chair, sira-sira yung bubong, sira-sirang dingding, walang tubig, etc. Dapat yun ang monitor ng DSUD. Meron pa yung wala silang contract selling between the buyer and the seller. Dapat yun monitor ng DSUD. At marami mga subdivisions, developers, ang palagi na reklamo. Kasi if you're doing your job, then dapat wala sa mga reklamo. Gusto nyo, papuntahin ko sa DSUD, yung mga pumipila sa amin araw-araw, kaya yung gampanan. And you know that for a fact na we've been calling your office. Because nakikita nyo naman na yung problema sa housing, hindi nyo talaga na-actionan.
Whose job is it to monitor yung sinasabi ni Senator Tulfo na nagbenta na, wala pang right to sell, talahib pa, wala pa namang development talaga? Whose lookout is that?
If I may clarify, there is a distinction between development of subdivision and condominium.
Yun ang mahirap
So far as
magtuturuan.
subdivision developments, development permit is being issued by the local government. And so far as condominium, development permit is being issued by DSUD. So it depends on the classification of the development.
So if it's a subdivision, it's the LGU?
Well, they are the ones who's approving the site
Kawawa
development
mga-
plan.
But
Walang
who
bahay
will
dito.
give them the authority to sell?
Us.
Not the LGU.
The development plan, the
Kaya yun nga.
developer, we will issue a certificate of registration and license to sell upon application of the plan.
Exactly.
That's exactly
There
what
you go.
But sir,
Hindi kasi papalusot ka pa Miss Pakis eh.
First of all,
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Mr. Chair. Hindi,
Senator,
kayo ang
may
nagbibigay ng lisensya sa developer para makapagbenta. Ang point ko, you're listening but you're not hearing me. Ang point ko dito, ayon sa mga sumbong, na nabentahan sila ng mga unit and then pagdating ng araw, nagpromise sa kanila na mag-take over na sila sa unit, walang unit. In some cases, talahib pa. Walang bahay, talahib pa. At kung meron man kumisa may unit, may bahay, sira-sira pa yung bahay. Butas-butas yung dingding, butas-butas yung bubong. Come on, kasi nagkakataon siguro nasa mansion ka nakatira, hindi kasi baka sa Forbes pa ka nakatira, hindi ka siguro sa mga condominium na develop. Come on, Miss Pakis. If you want, tatambakan kita ng mga reklamo tungkol sa hindi pag-aksyon ng DSUD. You want me?
Actually, sir,
Pag tinambak ko sa'yo, baka hindi mo mabasa lahat.
once we issue
No.
the license,
Sige, I'll give it to the committee chair at itatambak sa iyo yan. Dapat basahin mo isa-isa. Pag hindi mo nabasa isa-isa, babalikan ka namin. Ang hirap sa'yo, palusot ka pa eh. All you need to do is, dapat you have the correct answers for all these problems that are being presented to you by the people that comes to my office. But yun natin. Kasi kung ginagawa niyong trabaho niyo, hindi sana pumipila-pila, ma'am, huwag kang nakasimangot. Please don't do that. Huwag kang tataas ng kilay para tumiting ka sa bubong. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that here. Don't you ever do that. Okay? Ang point ko rito, Mr.
Yan, no?
Chair, even when we speak today, meron naman nakapila sa wanted sa radyo. And
So ayan po, yan kasi yung talagang totoo eh. Yung mga ganyang napakahalagang mga project ng ating Pangulo, nasasayang kapag ka mabagal at napakaraming ahensyang nakikialam or naghahawa. Tapos ngayon nagtuturuan sa kung sino ang merong pananagutan. Ay malinaw na yung housing program doon sa particular area ay walang bahay. Talahiban pa nga daw eh. Eh alam mo, kawawa dito, mga mahihirap talaga. Mabuti na lang merong Senator Rapi Tulfo na talaga nakatutok sa mga ganyan. Eh paano lang kung hindi? Ha? Hindi na susubaybayan at walang ganyang senador na lumalaban sa kapakanan ng talagang mahihirap, masang Pilipino. Mga driver, manggagawa, lahat ng sektor ito mga nagpapakahirap para magkaroon ng sariling bahay. Pero ganito naman po, may kapalpakan. Naku, tama lang na dapat talaga ang Pangulo sumilip sa kanyang mga membro ng gabinete at mga undersecretary at mga opisyalis. Baka talagang hindi nakakasunod sa layunin ng magandang programa ng Pangulo. Mukhang hindi nangyayari.